There we go. Sorry for the delay, folks. Welcome back to SLR Tier 2. Hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and a glorious New Year. Welcome back to SLR. And I can hear myself because I left the stream open in the background. Lovely Christmas and a glorious New Year. Gosh, we're all completely out of it after Christmas, aren't we? But welcome back. I am your host, Lars the Red Hot Lovers, here for Tier 2 just for this week. Maybe next week. Depends what's happening. But welcome to the continuation of SLR here in 2025. Sounds so futuristic. Like I said, I'm your host, Lover Lars, and if my co-host wants to introduce himself. Oh, my co-host is disconnected. I promise I'm not schizophrenic, I swear. We seem to be having some technical difficulties on my co-host's end, but that's okay. Might be a bit of a surprise to some of you that we're back so early, but Lepson insisted that we get a bright and early start to the new year, and hopefully we can liven up what's left of your holidays with an exciting race here in the circuit of Barcelona here in Spain. Only 14 drivers on the grid today, but that's never stopped us from getting an exciting race before. We have John Wick currently on provisional pole, Eversnacks, Horizon, Joel, Futuristic, Crawley Voice, Whistlewill, Lepson, Boosted Mass, Tilda, Vertzi, Piggy, Asion Prost, who is retired, and Ocean Chief. So, they've all gotten their initial bankers in. As I said, John Wick currently on pole. First time he's been up that high in a long time. Maybe looking to take advantage and get some good points today. Ocean Chief, the last one to get his lap in. But he's coasting his way around now. Well, I say coasting, he's charging actually. Making his way up to Sector 3. As we have yellows in Sector 1 for some reason. Looks like a McLaren pulling over. And no, it's Horizon who's spun and has lost the front wing as Eversnacks takes provisional pole. Ocean Chief coming around the final corner as his teammate Lepson starts his lap. It's going to be P9 for Ocean Chief. So everyone's setting a lap time. Not too sure what happened to Horizon there. He's lost the front wing, so he will not be doing a proper lap on this occasion. Let's see. Eversnack's on the cooldown. Lepson is on his run in the Ferrari. Not using any ERS in this middle sector as Whistlewill retires from the session. He's blown up in Sector 1. You can see him on the mini-map down there. Unfortunately, we cannot cut the camera to him. Maybe we'll get a shot of... I want to say that is... It's Vertzi. Can't see any sign of the crashed car. But at the minute, it has said it's Lepson on a lap at the minute. We'll see what he can do. John Wick is on another out lap. And Lepson aborting that lap. It's a bit of a surprise. Sorry if I don't move the camera, we are trying to fix a few things as well here, folks. There we go. I have chat up now as well, just so I'm able to see that. Only Ocean Chief saying hello so far. Of course, he's driving, so he won't be able to say anything more today. Although, hopefully, if he's listening in, can we get a weather forecasting for the next part, please? As there was my co-host, Babulas, but unfortunately he's left the session. He's having real technical problems at the minute. But that's part and parcel of doing comms on Codemasters games. Let's see, who else we got? Tilda coming to the line to start his lap. John Wick will be next across the line. We will also have, pardon me, Virtue's on a cool down lap. Loogie Man, don't know who Loogie Man is. As John Wick comes across the line and goes to provisional pole by 2/10. Good showing from him. Virtue heads for the pits. We've got Horizon on an outlap. Joel improving in the middle sector, if only marginally, in the Alpine. He makes his way up the hill. Just checking who else we got. That's Lepson on his in lap. And Joel boarding his lap as well. Who else have we got? Piggy has invalidated. Crawley Voice on out lap. Tilda must be on an in lap. And John Wick, as we said, is also coming into the pits. It's kind of hard to find someone who is on the lap at the minute. Horizon's invalidated. Boosted Mess is on out lap. Ah, Lepson going for another run. That's kind of early, actually. He's improving, but surely the track's only going to get better in these final few minutes. I'm surprised he's gone that early. Sorry, folks. I apologize if I keep yawning. I still haven't fully recovered from New Year's. But I'll be fine. Lepson, what can he do? Provisional pole, if only marginally. 0.02 of a second is all that's in it. John Wick in the garage. Who have we got coming around here now? No improvements according to the timing chart. We've got Horizon doing a proper lap now. Power sliding his way through, marginally down in Sector 1. And he's invalidated in Sector 2. He will have time for another run, so that's not a problem. As Boosted Mess, also invalid and presumably on a cooldown. Crawley Voice is down in his sector and appears to have backed off. Oh, I say that, it still says he's in hot lap mode. What about Tilda? He's on that lap as well. And back to Lepson retires, so he's used all his sets of tyres. That's rather early to be using that final set. The track will improve. Oh. What's happening here? So just still sorting a few things. So the gauntlet's been set down by Lepson. John Wick is right on the edge of getting pole. Snacks a little 0.2 down as he improves on his out lap, but this is where the real lap counts. Horizon also on his out lap. We are with the McLaren right now. bit of a lock-up. Marginal improvement in Sector 1. Oh, lock-up in downhill section. That will cost him time. And Eversnacks, remember, needs at least 2/10 to get within even a sniffing chance of pole. Brave as you can through the right-hander at the top of the hill. Accelerating. Again, marginally up into purple Sector 2. He's got to find effectively 2/10 in Sector 3. That's a big ask. Not impossible though. Would have been easier to find time if we'd been on the old layout, but no one likes that chicane, which is fair enough. Overtake mode to the line, and he stays third. Only just. Horizon on a lap as well. Futuristic is 2/10 up on Sector 2, but seems to have made a mistake. Boosted Mess sports for the pit lane. Tilda's down, Piggy's down. Ocean Chief goes around the final corner. Can he pull a surprise? Nope, goes to P8. Not a bad effort though. So John Wick is down. It's Horizon and John Wick are, oh wait, and Crowley Voice are really the only ones that can stop Lepson from getting pole. Horizon will be first to cross the line, then John Wick, and then Crawley. Horizon rounds the final bend. Is it pole? No, still fourth. John Wick.
John Wick is improving.
Oh hey, Babalos lives! He lives! Are you in the game, sir?
Yeah, I'm in the game and I almost broke the screen of my PC.
Understandable. As John Wick comes to the line, will he be breaking any screens?
Yeah.
No! He will be breaking the times, though, by getting up to the top and onto the front row. As Tilda retires, the only one who can displace him now is Crowley Voice, but he messed up in Sector 2. He is down on his previous best. John Wick snatching pole from Lepson. Well, I say snatching, it was actually quite convincing. 2/10 in the end, and 11.6 for John Wick. Lepson will be second on the grid, and we'll have to make do with that. Everyone else is finished. We're just waiting on some cars making their way back to the pits. So, don't worry, we've gone through quali. I've already explained to the viewers about the technical hardships, but we've made it through. Danny Co saying, let's go!
Honestly, mate, I almost break one of my screens because...
At least you have an extra screen to break. At least you have an extra screen to break. I'm sitting here as a poor one monitor scrub.
And imagine I am the poor one here in the family.
True. Right.
Happy New Year, everybody, and all the best to you. Whatever you wish will happen to you. Just don't forget to have a New Year stream, yes?
Yep, I'm streaming, don't worry. So anyway, as I was saying, we've got John Wick on pole, Lepson in second, Snacksall third, Horizon fourth, Crowley Voice fifth, Joel sixth, Futuristic seventh, Ocean Chief eighth, Boosted Mess in ninth, and Will rounding out the top 10. I just got all this. I'm assuming Asion had a qualifying ban? I'm assuming that's why he retired early on. I'm not 100% sure.
We have to ask the...
Hold on.
The man in charge.
So are you in game, or do I need to? Oh, I am streaming my Discord one. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm saying.
So looks like Ocean Chief has not filled me in on the weather, which he normally does, which is disappointing. Ocean Chief, looking at you. But looking at the weather out there, appears to be dry and very sunny. I don't think there's much chance of rain.
That's the problem. It's gonna be dry because the rain in Spain is mostly the plains.
Hey, you know that one as well. My granddad told me that. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. It was meant to help your pronunciation of things. But anyway,
yeah.
We've all seen how quickly the weather on this game can change, though. The rain in the game can change.
If we are lucky.
In Spain.
If we are lucky. Of course, Lepson will curse me if there is a rain later on.
Hang on, should I get my rain song out? Do I fucking summon the rain? But right now we're waiting. We're trying to summon the drivers because I know they've got strategies to do. Here we go.
Okay.
5 red
Lost
lights.
formation lap, guys.
And we are away. John Wick firing up the tyres but getting a good getaway. Lepson gets an awful start. Snaxalol is alongside on the outside. Down on the run to turn 1. Horizon also coming under pressure from Crawley Voice. Last of the late breakers. The outside becomes the inside. Lepson will try and hold his line on the inside. They're still side by side going through the long right-hander. John Wick has taken the opportunity to break away. Lepson slightly onto the grass. And both McLarens making their way through. Disaster for Lepson. He's down to 4th. Snaxalol second. He's trying to hold on to 3rd now. As one of the Alpines goes wide, that'll be Crawley Voice. They all seem to have gotten through fairly cleanly. As I say that, Assion Prost trying to go 3 wide in the downhill section has wrecked that advertising board. Don't worry, the insurance will cover it. But John Wick has taken the opportunity to sprint away. He's 1.5 clear, thus breaking DRS. That's crucial. That's what you want to do at the start of the race as the leader in any situation.
We have a battle between Lepson and Joel and the rest of the grids.
Yep, they've all sort of settled down now. So looking at the winners and losers off the line, not too many place changes to be honest. Biggest winner is actually it's a 4-way tie. 4 drivers moving up 1 place. Crawley Voice and Lepson down 2 places each. As DRS is now enabled. Looking at the tyre compounds, this is crucial. Now that is very crucial actually. John Wick is on the medium, so he needed to get away there. He needs to try and pull away from Snacks as much as he can. Because Snacks is on the hard compound tyre. He can afford to sit behind for a little bit. And that's actually really good that Snacks all got ahead of the other medium compound runners. It's not a disaster for Lepson in the same way you'd think. Lepson also running the hard, so he can afford to sit back and chill, so long as the cars in front are not pulling away too much. We've got a few gamblers on the softs as well. Futuristic in the Williams, and Boosted Mess in the Racing Bull, as well as Assion Prost in the other Racing Bull, all gambling on the softs. They need to make moves and they need to make them fast because those softs will die in about 4 to 5 laps. They do not last long around Spain at all. Unless your setup is right, is the only thing. But as it stands, John Wick is 2.3 clear and controlling the pace at the minute. Snaxalotl pushing to catch up. Oh! Horizon running wide onto the gravel, loses a bit of time. Thankfully that's all he loses, could very easily have spun out, but now coming under pressure from Lepson. Lepson closing in, we ride to the rear wing. He goes to the inside. Beautiful late braking move by Lepson there. He gets through into 3rd place and is back up with the other hard compound runner of Snaxalotl. Futuristic taking a wider line through the long right-hander, maybe trying to save tyres rather than get actual pace. It's always better to go to the inside, but you do obviously have to sacrifice more of your tyre grip as you turn in more. There's a bit of a train forming at the minute behind Snaxalotl. Now he knows he can just follow at a slower pace, but he's putting himself under a lot of pressure. Basically everyone down at P9 is in this little choo-choo train. And it's causing Lepson a great degree of frustration. He moves to the inside to defend from Horizon. Horizon has the outside. He'll be brave and incredible if he can hang it out through there. And he doesn't manage to do so. Futuristic and Crawley Voice battling side by side as well. Oh! Futuristic power sliding there, holding the car but not holding his position, as a bit of end plate flies off as well for good measure. And Boosted Mess aborts for the pit lane. I told you it would only last about 4 laps. Out front the gap has increased to 3.1. John Wick has this all under control for the moment it seems. But anything can happen in Formula 1, it usually does. So it may be a bit quiet for now, but it will not stay that way, I guarantee it. Not with the way the tyres can play out around this track. Sorry, bubble in my throat. Me. Meanwhile, we're watching this little train here. Snacks all controlling the train though somewhat. And Snack seems fairly comfortable at the minute. The gap is increasing, but not at a rapid pace. It's now really going to be a question of how well those mediums hold up compared to the hards and what the overall pace difference is. Because if this is the pace that John Wick is showing on the mediums versus the hards at this stage, will he be comfortable on the hards come the end of the race? Further on back, Horizon, using the slipstream to get ahead of Joel. Joel retaliating. Goes to the inside. Horizon still there. They're bumping wheels. It's like Ben-Hur. I'm really showing my age with that reference. God damn. Ocean Chief trying to take advantage, but not able to do so. Lepson holds on to second place. He got ahead under DRS as well. Ocean Chief. Oh, that's close. And Crowley Voice trying to sense an opportunity. But nothing doing on this occasion. .6 the gap at the front. And Joel
boosted is in the pitch. I don't know
boosted
if he's
mass.
gonna go with the shows.
That's the second time he's been to pit lane. I'm not too sure what his plan is here. Oh, big power slide from Ocean Chief there. But manages to hold on. The tyres starting to give way early on. As I said, tyre wear around here is atrocious.
Ooh.
And Horizon has gone into the gravel. He's lost all the momentum. Beautiful helicopter shot as both Crowley Voice and Ocean Chief make their way through. That's the second time Horizon's made that error on the final corner.
Yeah, the final corner has a tendency to throw the car on the opposite side of the track. When you turn right, you go left.
Yep. It's Lightning McQueen rules. Turn right to go left. Unfortunately, it worked by his... Ooh! Getting the onboards from Horizon here. He's throwing this thing around like a rally car at the minute. He's the main driver to watch in terms of actual close battling. It's much more of a tactical race, this one. John Wick continues
I don't know how the car the car handling is in this game, but my past experiences, this track needs a lot of under-roll bar, a high under-roll bar, to prevent the weight of the car to go from left to right and back to front.
Yep. And that's actually why it's worse on this year's game. As you were saying there, you do need a lot of roll bar. But even with roll bar this year, the cars are very pointy this year, is the way they've been described. When you turn in, they will turn in like immediately. But the back can very easily step out. It's very easy to lose the rear on the cars this year. And especially with high tire wear around here, I think we'll notice that a lot more as we approach the pit windows. We've already seen it happen a few times. You can correct the errors. It's not like it's a guaranteed spin, but Horizon presumably catching the rear as he goes off the final corner, and it's led him into the gravel trap. So as you were saying, you do need a high... It's a very unique setup for this track compared to any other. And some of the drivers clearly struggling with it. John Wick, though, seems to be enjoying it thus far. He seems to like this sort of track, this sort of driving style with the high roll bars. 4.1 is the gap at the minute. Gaps all... Oh, we have Futuristic spun round, sorry. At the hairpin. Seemed to lose it on his own. And he's down to P2.
In the position.
Do we have any moves along the back straight? It's all under DRS. Snaxolotl will be trying to reclaim second. And will do so. DRS is incredibly powerful on this track. These two swapping back and forth. The gap's starting to come down a little bit now, looking at the front. John Wick's tyres maybe just reaching the apex of their life, although Snaxolotl, of course, did have DRS to boost him along. The hards, of course, will go longer. But how much longer can they go for? And of course...
those with the hard, they go for the soft tactic.
Yep. But the point I was going to say as well, of course, is that Snacksall has a bit of a problem here in that if he doesn't close up the gap a little bit now, he's going to have to burn his mediums to try and even catch John Wick, let alone get a move done. So the ball is very much in John Wick's court at the minute. Even if the gap is, you might be thinking, oh, well, he needs like a pit stop gap or something, you know, to be comfortable. Rule number one of being an F1 driver is no matter how far ahead you are never comfortable. You never get complacent, because anything can go wrong. John Wick has been sitting hot up. He's burned quite a bit of his ERS, actually. He needs to think about recharging that. Pit window, I'd say, opens in about 4 laps, if I recall correctly. So, as Piggy gets our first penalty of the day for leaving
to the jungle.
What was that, sorry?
Welcome to the jungle of Spain. Because this track is unforgivable about the track limits.
It's also unforgivable about that curb on turn 2 as Piggy finds out to his peril. We call that on camera. That curb is very, very bumpy, and it will very easily unsettle the car. You know which one I'm on about when you're going to turn 2 on the inside. You do want to ride the curb a bit, but if you ride it too much, it will happily kill your car. Unfortunately, that's the only happy thing sitting in the Red Bull at the moment. Virtue with a front wing broken, 9 seconds away from the points. Piggy behind him with a penalty. Alcyon Prost following them in the sister RB, and Boosted Mess 40 seconds behind. If you're a fan of Red Bull or their sister team, it is not a good day to watch this race, let me tell you. As Virtue goes wide, rejoins, having lost 2 positions, but then that was not for points anyway. Meanwhile, at the front, Lepson, things are getting a bit spicy here. Lepson was not able to get through on DRS. He's now got Joel for company. Whistle and Tilda are battling as well, side by side. And Futuristic now has an opportunity to pounce. It is unable to at this time. Riding on board with Tilda. And Tilda losing the rear as well. Everyone's just getting a bit too slippy and slidey with these cars. Futuristic did the exact same thing. You're going to be seeing quick little yellows everywhere in these next coming laps. If you've burned your tyres, you are going to be in trouble. John Wick, I tell you what, John Wick has lost time here. He's lost about half a second over the past few laps.
Piggy's fighting.
Alcyon Prost. Yeah, we got a little bit of a battle going on there.
They went side by side. He's attacking again from the inside.
Sorry, we just cut back there because Ocean Chief is going to make a move, is he? Lepson also trying to reclaim that second place. He does get through this time. Tell you what, this DRS swapping has actually really helped them out. The gap now down to just over 3 seconds. Of course, John Wick is approaching his pit window. He will be expecting to lose a bit of pace now.
Prost is in the pits.
Prost in the pits. So too is Futuristic. Futuristic getting a wing change. Is there one for Alcyon Prost as well? No wing change for him. He's okay.
Piggy is having a lot of problem stabilizing the car on the track.
Yep. He's into the points now. Well, point singular. But he'll not stay there unless he's able to get some good pace moving along here. He's not really using his ERS. He's at 95%. That explains why he's dropped so far back. He really needs to get some of that burnt away. John Wick is being caught at a bit more of a rapid pace now. 2.7 the gap. He doesn't, but then he's got the luxury of being in the lead, managing the pace, and of course he will be first into the pits as well. The others presumably will stay out. Joel will have to respond if he wants to try and get ahead of John Wick. Snacksall gets past Lepson. Lepson and Snacks, I think, have a sort of hidden agreement here. They're thinking, look, you know, there's no point in us holding each other up. Let's work together. Use the Slipstream train. Use the DRS train. Catch up to John Wick. And they've closed up another couple of tenths there as well. Gaps are all fairly stable at the minute. Yellow's in Sector 1. Who's gone?
Nobody?
Not too sure. I don't know why we had yellows there. That was very weird. Even the marshals
It's an
don't.
88 game. What did you expect?
True, true. Although it'll be interesting to see what happens when Cody's lose their license at the end of 25.
I'm watching for a couple of laps Piggy, and he can't get the car to settle on the track.
Wrong setup, I think.
He's always correcting because he's wobbling all over the place.
Yep. Joel is the first of the front runners to pit. Joel pits from P5. Snaxalol gets passed by Lepson. The gap now 1.9. They're within range of John Wick, but of course John Wick, I believe, will be pitting at the end of this lap. Lap 13, I believe, was the pit window. And he will be going on to a lovely fresh set of hard compound tires when he does pit. So we appear to be reaching the crossover point. The hards are definitely the better tire at this phase of the race if you started on them.
Broly is up front, observer. Just so you know. He went for the undercut.
Yep. So Joel, we'll keep an eye on him once it all plays out, but he pitted from P5. John Wick going for another lap. Maybe thinking, look, so long as I'm not in DRS range, I can stay out here. I'm sure he'll pit at the end of this lap. Because they are fairly rapid.
DRS and overtakes.
Oh, yep. Ocean Chief and Horizon. That's the DRS pulling through again. It's nice to have a bit of a real-life comparison here, isn't it? We've got Ferrari and McLaren battling each other again. Except instead of Max at the front, it's a Mercedes. Snax is just about to... He's just outside DRS range of John Wick. John Wick, I think, will pit this lap to avoid battling with the McLaren and Ferrari.
Yeah, the problem is if he pits now, when he will come out, at which position? Is he
well,
gonna have a lot of traffic?
It's roughly 21-second pit stop, so he'd probably come out around where Tilda is, possibly behind Tilda.
And Tilda is not gonna give up his place so easily. We know that.
He's going for another lap. The question is whether he is ahead of Crawley Voice by the end of all this. As Horizon gets ahead. Oh, Ocean Chief has pitted. Here comes Snax for the lead. But not able to get on this occasion. Oh, John Wick loses the car though. Gets a little snap there and is able to hold it, but loses out on the lead. Now, of course, that's not the net lead, and John Wick will know that his tyres are in a worse condition.
He has to face Lepson too. It's not only that.
Of course, what this might help with is if he's able to stay with Snaxall, then John Wick will get the benefit from DRS, and maybe we'll try and extend his stint a little bit. This could still work out well for John Wick. It depends whether he's pitting at the end of this lap or not. Big lock up there, but Snax went wide as well. What is John Wick's next move? And of course, and he does box this lap, so he didn't lose out too much there.
I think he lost a lot of time, man. Sorry.
That's okay.
I think he lost a lot of time.
Oh, it's Horizon. Horizon with a 10-second penalty for speeding. Now, hang on, we're keeping an eye on Crawley Voice because this is going to be the overall indicator. Now, Crawley Voice coming around the final bend now. John Wick has already left his pit box, but it's a long pit lane. John Wick pulling out. He comes out. He is still ahead. So Crawley Voice's undercut did not work.
Yes,
No,
but he has the momentum. He's in the DRS.
he will have DRS,
Half a
he'll have the
second.
warmer tyres, but they're going into Sector 2 now where it's a lot more twisty. So that advantage will be null and void to a degree. So John Wick now 22, just over 22 seconds behind and already closing the gap. So Snacks and Lepson need to get a move on and pull out as big a gap as they can. And they probably will come out behind John Wick when they make their stops. But then they'll be on the fresher, faster rubber. So John Wick was losing time at about... Wow, Lepson's pitting already. So he only went one lap longer on the hards than John Wick did on the mediums. That's an interesting move from the Ferrari. I thought the hards would go much longer. And what this of course means is Snacks also does not have the DRS train effect that he would have got from Lepson there. So Snacks is going to have to pull out this gap all under his own steam.
Will overtake now, I think.
Lepson coming out of the pits. And he does come out ahead. So Lepson responding and does get out ahead. That's crucial for Lepson. But of course Lepson has a long way to go. He's got 16 laps to do on those mediums. John Wick's only, before he started losing time, he did about 13, 14 laps. So it is possible Lepson could fall off at the end here. It's not over and done with yet. But for now, Lepson has won this battle. He is ahead. He's got clear track in front of him. He now needs to manage those tyres. And he will start to close the gap in on Snacks. 21.1 the gap and coming down at a steady rate. Snacks carries on. At present, I'd say the ball's in Lepson's court. Meanwhile, in the rest of the field, Horizon...
Crowley is trying to find a way to close the gap before the DRS zone. He's at the 2-second gap, the 3:03 second gap.
Here comes Crawley.
I think Crowley has a better pace with the hards right now.
He does at the minute, yes. John Wick just seems to be struggling a bit on the hard compound tyres. It was all going so well for him. Yep, he's pulling away a bit there. The gap between Lepson and Snaxall just coming down to just under 20 seconds. Excuse me. Lepson setting purple sectors and fastest laps across the board. John Wick does get back ahead of Crawley Voice, but he's lost the DRS to Lepson. Seemed to take John Wick's tyres a little bit of time to get up to temp, but now they're up to temp. He is finding a bit more pace. Further on back, Joel. 3-second time penalty. Oh, what's happened to Piggy? Piggy's in the pits.
Again?
I was going to say, how many times have they stopped? No, that's his first time stopping. That's Piggy's first stop. Boost and Mess has stopped 3 times in this race. Lord knows what he's doing. We ride with Tilda, who's chasing down
So,
Acid.
what is the total time for a pit stop?
Say again, sorry?
20. What is the total time of our pit stop? 23 seconds?
21-22 seconds, thereabouts. Obviously depends if you have penalties, front wing changes, if you get held. But roughly 21-22 seconds is your time loss.
Because I'm calculating about the Lepson and Eversnacks, the gap between them, if Eversnacks is going for a soft compound at the end.
I'm not sure what Eversnack's plan is. His window is closing very rapidly. Lepson is already 18 seconds behind him, so that means he'll overtake him under the pit stops. John Wick is not a million miles away. If you do 18 plus 3, that's 21 seconds. And Crawley Voice is closing up on John Wick, so it's possible that Snacks could find himself behind 3 cars. No, he'll be on quicker rubber, but it means he'll have to waste time battling them, and that will allow Lepson to pull away. Plus, what is Snacks' option here? He can go on to mediums. I think mediums are his best bet still, but if he's straining for the softs, we saw how badly the softs were. We'll find out any second though, because Snacks is pitting. Does he get slowed down? Ooh, just. The smoke from the tires there was nothing ordinary. We go on board with Lepson, who's coming around the final 2 corners. Snacks has stopped in his pit box. Lepson
He's on the mediums.
Lepson will go ahead of him. Crawley Voice. Wait, what happened to John Wick? Crawley Voice comes up behind. John Wick has had a major incident. He's down to P7. Did you see any yellows?
No.
Oh, don't tell me that was lag. Don't tell me he's lagged like 7 places back. Futuristic has retired, and we have a safety car. Now, now this is a real spanner in the works. Piggy's coming into the pits. Everyone else has passed except for Virtue and Boosted. Well, I tell you what. That is bloody perfect for Snacks. Because it means he'll have the freshest rubber. And he'll be able to catch up to Lepson. Now, the only thing, of course, is it does benefit Lepson to a degree as well, because it means Lepson can save his tyres, and they won't die out as quickly towards the end. It also means that Crawley and Horizon can catch up, as can Joel and all the others.
Imagine if Eversnacks have the soft compounds on him now.
He's got the mediums on right now.
Yeah. But if he went
Lepson
for the
pitting.
softs...
Lepson pits. Everyone's pitting. I think everyone's going to go to the softs. Lepson to the soft. Crawley Voice carries on.
No.
As Horizon retires in the pits, he's had enough. Yep, Lepson to the softs. Eversnacks to the softs. Everyone's going to the softs except Crawley Voice has missed the play here, I think.
Whoa!
Nearly hit the safety
almost
car.
Disqualified. Maybe Grollo is depending that the softs will not last 11 rounds.
Say again, sorry about the 11 rounds? What? Oh, they have to go around. They have to do 11 laps. Yes. Well, of course it won't be 11 because the safety car is still out for potentially another 2 laps. So that
Yes,
could be...
but there is some degradation on the tires. Not full degradation, but some. Or maybe Crawley Voice feels a lot more comfortable in the hards than the softs.
The hards, I mean, the medium runners may have a chance here. I think Crawley Voice is going to drop like a stone. He's already done 10 laps on the hards, and we've seen the pace difference between even the mediums and the hards. I think Crawley Voice is just going to be a cork in a bottle here, and will just hold everyone up for a bit. Of course, DRS will put that wrong right. Although the safety car will stay out for a bit longer as well because the field has not caught up yet.
Unless he makes an excellent restart. Crawley Voice. Because if he catches everybody sleeping, then he will have a chance.
Yeah. Thing is, at this stage, any one of these drivers has a chance because the field's bunched up and everyone's on the lead lap. Even Boosted Mess. I know it says timer's messed up there. It says he's 1 minute 1 behind, but he's definitely not. He's on the lead lap.
As expected, the safety car in this lap. Let's see what Crowley will do now.
What can he do would be the better question.
I don't know when he will choose to accelerate.
No, well he will, but how long can he realistically hold these cars off for?
I don't know, man. I'm going on board to find out.
Well, I'm watching the top-down cam. We'll actually get the rear view. He's
gone.
gone.
He's gone. He's gone.
I'll tell you what's actually going to affect this. Boosted Mess is actually a lapped car. He has been lapped by Crawley Voice, but not by the others. He immediately moves out the way, and wisely so. But Crawley Voice has broken DRS already. Now, presumably they'll catch up over the course of the lap because of the extra grip that the softs provide, and indeed they have already. But they really wanted to try and get the jump on Crawley Voice. It's not happened though, as Boosted Mess carries on, probably just hoping for a couple of DNFs to get a point at the end of this. Hey, anything's possible. So, Crawley Voice leads from Lepson and Snaxolotl. Ocean Chief is 4th, Joel 5th. No, he's not. John Wick is 5th. Round the outside goes John Wick, but is not able to hold it. John Wick desperate to make amends. The race has gone wrong for him so far. Started on pole, led well, but then a mistake, we didn't see it on camera, put him down to 7th. He's got back up to 6th.
A lock up from Crawley Voice.
Crawley Voice has lost out to Lepson. Has he? Yes, he has. Now, it's up to Snacks to get through as quickly as possible before Lepson breaks away. Oh, and that's a very slow corner entry from Crawley Voice. That lets Lepson just pull away ever so slightly. DRS is enabled, but not on this lap. Here comes the slipstream. Oh, that was a late move from Lepson. But they all survived. That was a very late move. That was like an old Max Verstappen move, wasn't it? Doing a little jink at the end. Crawley Voice holding on to 2nd place. It's all he can do at the minute, is just put up a desperate defence. This is 4-track position, I remind you.
Lepson has no ERS.
No ERS. Well, very low ERS. Snacks has more than him, but is unable to make good use of it. And Ocean Chief now pressurising Snaxolotl. This is hurting Snaxolotl. Oh, but he gets through on the inside. Going up the hill, there was a mistake from Crawley Voice, but DRS has been broken. The ball is now in Lepson's court. Advantage Lepson. Snacks now has to close the gap and make the move and make it stick. Crawley Voice, as I said, being the cork in the bottle. The front two are breaking away. Ocean Chief needs to find a way through quickly. DRS will assist him. In fact, everyone's going to get past Crawley here. This is going to be a massacre. 1, 2, 3. 3 cars going by. 3 wide into turn 1. This is going to be a disaster. Somehow they all keep it clean. John Wick taking full advantage and going up to P4. What a move by John Wick, who's on the mediums, let me remind you. The front two are out of DRS, though, from those behind. John Wick wants to get back on that podium. Whistlewell loses out to Assion Prost in the RB. Oh, arging and barging their way through. As Piggy is also there looking to take advantage. Tell you what, this is nip and tuck stuff. It doesn't seem like Ocean Chief is too happy on those softs. He's not able to close the gap to Snacks at all, but Snacks is within DRS of Lepson. Well within DRS. But is it enough to give him the lead? Assion Prost gets past Crawley Voice. Crawley Voice dropping like a stone here on those hard.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Safety car, safety car again.
DNF from Crawley Voice.
What happened there? We saw Crawley Voice.
He was trying to go to the pit lane, but he managed to crash the car on the divider.
Was it Verti? Because Verti's missing his front wing, and Verti has been collected by the safety car, but they all make it through now. This will be a very short safety car. This will give them a chance to recharge. And Lepson's going to have to lead them away on this occasion. Told you folks.
Maybe Crawley was going for the DNF. Maybe he was going to retire.
I don't think he was going to retire.
Miscalculated the entrance.
I think he was maybe trying to go in early to get like the fastest lap point, go into a fresh set of softs maybe.
Yeah, but he totally missed the entrance. And he went straight on the divider.
Not too sure then whether that'll be brought up to the stewards, whether he wouldn't have done it on purpose, I wouldn't think.
No, I don't think he did. He was having trouble with the car. He had a lot of lockups. So I think it was the control of the car, not he did it on purpose.
No, I don't think he would. I'm just saying, like, we've got some other cars pitting as well. Presumably to go to the soft compound tires, they might as well. Because there is, let me just try and work this out, 33 divided by 10 is 3.3, rounded down so that's 3. Safety car will come in at lap 30 at the latest. The safety car can only be out up to 90% race distance. Which is why, even if there's a big mashup on like lap 31, 32, 33, you don't get a safety car. It doesn't come out for the final stint of the race.
Okay, and now the big advantage is on Lepson and Snacks and Ocean that have the soft compounds.
This is going
they
to
are saving tires right now.
This is going to get spicy at the back. Whistleville, Tilda and Verti all on the soft compound tires, and they will catch up to the rest of the field as well. And those guys in the middle all have penalties, so they will be pushing to try and break the to extend the gaps. This could get a bit messy at the end here. We might see a few desperate moves towards the end of the race. All the cars will catch up fairly quickly. I don't know if safety car will come in this lap. Might be the next one.
Next one. Oh, late safety car.
It's coming in.
Late safety car, yes.
Very late call coming in there.
Let's see Lepson.
So, what can Lepson do here? Can he hold on for the win? Can his teammate try and get a 1-2? Lepson's bolted, and that was a good getaway. He's got the launch he needed. Now, oh, John Wick making the move early on. Got the better launch. He's side by side with a Ferrari and takes back third place. Good fight back from John Wick so far.
Yeah, Ocean lifted the throttle, so he won't have any problems.
This is actually, like, it's been 7 laps. The softs will probably be past their best at this point. Do you know what? John Wick may still be in with a chance here. Still 4 to go, including this one. And if the softs burn away fairly quickly, it's not over yet.
A blue flag. Who's the blue flag for?
Blue flag should be for, it would be for boosted mess, if anyone. Oh, Snacks went wide there. Snacks went wide to the top of the hill. It is boosted mess, it's an AI, I believe. No, it's not, it is the player, it just ghosts him while he's being lapped. So, DRS will be enabled. Lepson survives the first lap, as Joel gets another 3-second time penalty. He'll be really fired up now. John Wick seems to have good straight line speed in that Mercedes. 4 to go, including this one.
Yeah, this will be enabled on the next lap.
Lepson lost a lot of time in that first sector, although Eversnax was burning quite a bit. They're very similar on the ERS. John Wick has a little bit more, Ocean Chief a little bit more still. John Wick is dropping from DRS range at the minute. He needs to stay with these guys if he's to have any hope of taking his win back. Snacks closing with a little bit of DRS. I have a funny feeling Lepson will not be leading the race when they come across, when they come down into turn 1, but they've shown that they would do the swap overs before. Now, if they were to do that, at the minute, Snacks would be the one to do the pass on the final lap. But that depends if he gets it done before the start-finish line. So if they keep swapping, Lepson could still win this race. Lepson just has to stick with him. Snacks takes the lead. Now he has to try and break that DRS if that's possible for him. Oh, big lock up from Snacks there. Lepson's been saving ERS. You can see he's got near enough double the amount, at least 20% more actually. Snacks locking up everywhere at the minute, according to my screen. Slightly increasing the gap. But Lepson has this a bit more controlled at the minute. He knows he can afford to lose a little bit of time, although Snacks is desperately pushing. And John Wick is within striking distance as well. John Wick is looking ever more menacing as they push on. DRS will be available for all the drivers on this occasion as they come round to start lap 32. Lepson is not able to get through on DRS, but John Wick maybe senses the move. Lepson goes wide. And that might be Snacks' win secured. They've battled with each other so much that they've lost the DRS. Lepson desperately will now try and get it back. And actually is within DRS. Snacks, I don't know if he made a mistake there. He lost about 3/10 in a couple of corners. If Lepson's going to make the move, he has to do it on...
with Ocean Chief, and I'm seeing the battle from the inside.
Oh, we got yellows. That's Whistle dropping down the order. I tell you what, if Lepson's going to make the move, he has to do it under DRS on this lap. Like on this, go on the start-finish straight, because the start-finish line will come up too quickly on the final lap. Snacks, although, I think has it covered. Question is, will John Wick snipe second away from Lepson? 7/10 as they go over the line. The final assault begins on the final lap of the race. Using DRS. Both of them have completely run out of ERS. The lunge. Oh! Snacks goes wide. Rejoins. Now he'll say I was bumped wide. Lepson will say you accelerated across there and took too much of a gap. John Wick round the outside. That's a brave move. He'll not be able to do that. And John Wick just lagged back to 6th. Oh no, that's just not fair. That's just not fair. John Wick shouldn't be there. He should be 3rd. Unbelievable, Codemasters. I think he'll gain a couple of places due to penalties. But it looks like Ocean Chief will snipe 3rd place overall. Come on, Ocean Chief, do the decent thing and let him through. But it's going to be Snacks that crosses the line to win. Lepson gets 2nd, Ocean Chief will take 3rd. John Wick should have got 3rd, but will have to sell for 4th. That was the most absolute bullcrap netcode I've ever seen. Ascion Prost somehow, from not qualifying, will finish 5th. God, that was hectic. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad on behalf of John Wick. What an absolute joke that connection was. That's twice it screwed him in that race. He should have, based on that, he probably could have won today. Because that's not the first time.
Yeah,
he's been sent
but
to
we
the
know
back.
when you using the crossplay, you have issues.
Oh dear, unbelievable.
They haven't fixed it 2 years now.
I know.
Oh my God, what a race.
I've actually put in the chat there, John Wick was robbed. So there's your classification so far. Snacks wins, Lepson 2nd, Ocean Chief 3rd, John Wick 4th, Ascian Prost 5th, Joel 6th, Tilda 7th, 38th, Whistle 9th, and Piggy 10th. Boosted Mess was classified, your non-finishers, Crawley Boys, Horizon, and Futuristic. That's not finalised. There will obviously be some discussions with the stewards, I fear. Snacks saying to Lepson, you were never going to make the corner, were you? That's the key. If Lepson felt he could make the corner, we'll have to maybe look at it again from our perspective, because this is a bit like Abu Dhabi. Do you remember back in Abu Dhabi in 2021 in that first corner incident?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's reminding me of that a lot. If Lepson made the corner, then in theory the move was on. That's what Snacks is checking. But I'm not 100% sure on that. We only saw one angle, and as you can tell we had lag as well, so it's hard to see what was being seen.
As always, FIA will be with her hands full.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
As always.
Right, Lepson's replying here. We're just going to wait a second to see who else shows up in the room. At the minute, it's Brother Joel and Eversnacks. Everyone's saying how John got robbed. And I think everyone's in agreement on that. There can be no doubt.
Do we have anybody to take an interview? Come on, guys.
We do have some interviews. We have 3 in there. We're just waiting for a second.
I don't want to leave them there alone, fighting each other.
I'm just checking here something. For God's sake, everyone has. I'm looking for the blooming GIF of lap 1. Right, we'll call Brother Joel in first then. Move to... Brother.
Okay. Hello.
Mr. Joel.
Yeah.
Talk us through your race then, sir.
Intense.
Intense. What, you
I
went
think for the
camping?
whole race, I was within under a second of a car ahead, except like the lap after I pit.
Oof.
So lots of concentration required.
And how did you feel went out there? Like, was the tire deg really bad, or?
No, it was a bit unexpected on the medium, like lap 11 or 12. It started sliding around a bit, which gave me some hairy moments, but I think the hards are pretty good. And then I decided to go into the mediums at the end instead of the softs because I didn't think they were going to make it. But obviously, with a safety car, they would.
Indeed. And what do you make of? Did you see John Wick getting robbed from your perspective, or were you?
Well, I saw him lag back. I didn't know how close he was or what was going on up there when he had the lag spike. So.
Fair enough. And I don't know. What do you think you could have done much more today, or was that your absolute limit out there? Or?
I had like 8 tenths in qualifying, so I could have been on the front row. And then the race, I just obviously made too many mistakes. Got 9 seconds of penalties, so otherwise I could have had a podium perhaps. But oh well, it's all just for fun. So.
Fair enough. And what about next week then? Because next week we are in. Where are we next week?
I don't know.
Where's the calendar gone?
We are.
There's
in
far
Monaco.
too many channels.
Oh, Monaco.
Where are we, sorry?
Yes, Monaco.
Monaco. Oh boy. Your thoughts on that then? I can tell from the oh yes.
Lovely.
Absolutely lovely. You love.
All
Monaco?
you do is have to survive, and you'll get points, right?
So true. Do you think you will survive?
Yeah. Just go around at 5 miles an hour.
You're like built differently. Like, nah, I'd win. Good stuff,
there we
man.
go.
Right, well, at least you seem to have an intense but fairly peaceful race. So thank you very much for joining us in the chat there, and we'll want to move on to a couple of the others because we have the big 2 in here that we'll have to talk a lot to as well. But thank you for joining us, Joel, and best luck with Monaco next week.
Thanks. Bye.
Adios. Let's move Ocean Chief in then. Where was my weather report, Ocean Chief? Where was my weather report?
It's Spain. It never rains in Spain, sure.
Debatable.
Actually,
Anyway, the race from
we
your
were fully
point of view.
expecting rain. Yeah. Yeah. I was practicing with Lepson the last few days, and I could see that he had incredible pace, and I didn't have incredible pace. So he was trying to say I'm going to win this one, but I was like, dude, I'm like 0.5 behind you every lap. So I was just thinking top 5, and yeah, I was just trying to hold it together. I mean, there was a few really precarious moments in that race. Lap 1 was crazy. I don't know what was going on. I had a guy behind me, like in a blue car. I think it was a V carb, and then I saw him overtake me on the right. So I went right. I've got room on my left. Moved to the left. There's another car, identical car, past me. Like I just kind of ran into him on the left, ran him off track a bit. I think it was boosted. But yeah, it was just one of those ones where you're like, I don't know what's going on and who's around me. Like there's a lot of arrows on my screen right now, and most of them are red. But I managed to survive lap 1, and then it was just really trying to find a rhythm, and then those 2 late safety cars. I don't know if they helped me or they didn't help me, but I think they did help. Like the first safety car definitely helped with Crawley staying out, but yeah, the second safety car, it was like, you know, it felt like a no-brainer to stay out because there was only a few laps left. But John Wick in that race, I'm sure you picked up on it, but he lagged behind me.
Yep,
twice.
We literally saw it happen to him on like the penultimate lap. He went like twice. It happened in the race. He went from P3 down to P6. He was absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed.
But here's the thing, right? Apparently his graphics card doesn't meet the minimum requirements, so that is the issue. So that's on him, you know what I mean? That's his equipment. But I do feel for him, obviously. But for me, seeing John Wick behind you, just like I had clear air behind me, and then all of a sudden there's John Wick, and he is fast, and I was like, I don't know how long I can hold this guy off.
Yep.
I had another interesting moment with John Wick, and it was in the pits. And as I'm coming out of the pits, there's a ghosted car. I think someone had retired. I think it was Horizon. So his car is coming out slowly out of the pit lane, and it ghosted at the last second. So I didn't know whether to slow down. You know, I obviously don't want to run into him or whatever. But John Wick was like, I'm not slowing down. So he tried to go past me, and I think I just realized at the right moment, oh no, not like this. You're not passing me like this. And managed to stay ahead of him just about coming out of the pits. And yeah, I didn't actually expect to get P3 crossing the line. I thought it was P4, but P3 in the end is pretty good on a track that I wouldn't say I'm great on. So yeah,
You
I'm pretty
did
happy
luck
with
out
it.
a bit with the P3, let's be honest, because John Wick was right behind you, and he shouldn't have been right behind you. He should have been in front of you. Let's be real.
Yeah, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like I'm not saying I got that on pace. I'm just saying I kept it together enough to bring it
mean,
home and
Well, that's what bugs me.
P3.
Like, if John had made the mistake, I'd be like, fair enough. You just, it's the P3. But then that's what bugs me the most is when it's literally nothing he can do. Literally just Codemaster's shoddy craftsmanship screwed him not once but twice.
Yeah, and it's not the first race. Like he'll tell you himself. He has experienced these issues a lot, and they've cost him wins before. And so I think he needs to start up a GoFundMe for his new graphics card, or else he might lose his championship.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's on his end or if it's like connection to the host or something. But anyway, well, I'm sure we can discuss about it another time. But anyway, we'll let you crack on there, Chief, because I've got to talk to the two naughty boys and who were first and second, and try and get their mess sorted out. Okay.
No worries, guys. Thanks so much
Alright.
for doing comms. Speak to you later. Bye bye.
No worries. Right, let's get these two in here. Right, you two, I want nice, clean explanations, no insults.
What?
Let's get the
Oh, this guy!
Let's-
I can't believe.
let's get the main thing out the way. Do you know what? Do you know what? I'll clarify it. Lepson,
Oh,
did you make
yeah.
the corner when you made the move?
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, we had a little touchy match corner, and nothing happened. We finished 1-2. So it's racing, It's not like, It's not like driving in a train or something. Come
No.
on.
But are you going to be trying to? Do you not feel that you lost out on your win as a result of that, or?
No, it was there or not, So I tried it, and then after it didn't make it the overtake, then it was GG, Like I can put pressure, but he will win. Yeah, he won. and it
Damn it! I was hoping for some drama between you two. The audience needs this.
No,
Um,
no.
If he wants to snuggle up, I'm all for snuggling up.
Hey! Not in my combo.
Aha!
Not in my combo.
Now
Oh,
the truth is coming out. Now the truth is coming out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yo.
We have proofs. That was a race, guys. Jeez, that was. I mean, safety cars were not in my favor. I had to feel it, but.
The thing is, I think the same. I still think without those safety cars, I would have had him.
Yeah, that's a good thought. Like let him think that. Fine, yeah. Nah, he won't deserve. So yeah, cannot say anything else.
Mhm.
So, you guys
Well-
have fun or what?
Since you two are in such high spirits then, and not gonna battle with each other in the comm room, both of you go and apologise to John Wick for absolutely robbing him.
Why?
Because he lagged out twice. He would have won that race. He was absolutely robbed.
Did we rob him?
I'm
you
not
were
saying
master.
that I was joking when leading in, but poor man got absolutely robbed. Unbelievable.
We would have him on pace, bro. No problem, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
always a shame when somebody has these disconnects. It's not the
Yeah.
way you want to fight these battles,
Mm.
but it happens. I mean, yeah.
When we saw that we were gonna drive backwards, you saw that, right? We drove
Yeah, we
backwards,
tried
so
we tried to stop for him, but he just
it's hard to take him on your shoulder, Yeah. Yeah, guys. I hope you also had some fun. So it was, I think, a pretty fun race. I want to thank you guys for doing the commentary.
No worries.
Simply lovely.
Simply lovely.
very-
Speaking of lovely, actually, one more question. Monaco next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your
I
thoughts?
It's so lovely.
I mean, because everybody hates it, I hate it less, I guess.
I mean, you say that, but
Oh.
who was it was talking to there? Joel absolutely loves it.
Joe. Yeah, I mean, Joe can win if Snack
Yeah, he is
DNF.
fast there. He is fast there. I don't think I need to DNF for him to win.
Yeah, let's see.
See-
I think it's gonna be fun because everybody is not like. I mean, yeah, some weird people love it, but yeah, I don't know. Like, let's get it over with, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
please.
So, so yeah, I'm gonna hydrate a bit, guys. So.
Yep, fair enough.
Thanks a lot for the commentary, and we
No
had a
worries.
very a special duo in Bobs and Lars, like the new generation v the old generation. So. Simply lovely, guys. And,
Simply lovely. Right, well, on that note, then, we'll leave it there for the broadcast. And as we said, next week we'll be in Monaco. Definitely one you don't want to miss, especially if you want to take home a souvenir, grab a bit of carbon fiber as it flies off into the grandstands, because there will be plenty of it. And yeah, hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and we wish you a Happy New Year here at SLR. And we will see you next week for Monaco. Until then, take very good care, everybody.